everyone. It's Eva Eckert. Welcome to the No Excuses Ladies Show, episode number 38. Can you believe it? Episode number 38. And I have to tell you, I've been broadcasting this on different social media. I am here on Instagram. I am on my new YouTube channel because we've had a YouTube channel for many, many years. It's called The Peak Physique and Why. And just recently, I have decided that I'm going to be going live with this show on just regular our Facebook page instead of just going into our exclusive group. So, what is the No Excuses Ladies Show all about that I do every week? It's for of everyone out there, a lot of women out there who have been struggling with making too many excuses in their life and find themselves being unhappy and unsuccessful in all areas of their life. And this weekly life will give you examples on how the no excuses mindset helped me and my freak family become successful in all these areas of your life, like the mind, body, business, and relationships. No excuses, ladies, tribes absolutely welcomes everyone. Everyone. This show is for everyone. Absolutely everyone. For those of you who are a badass and for those of you who would like to become a badass in real life, I am here to help you, support you, guide you, and lead you to your full potential. Will you take the necessary steps to implement what am I teaching you so you can get the next stage in your life, your mind, body, and business? It's totally up to you and no one else. By having me as your accountability coach, you will be able to discover the power of self belief and self motivation so you can stop making excuses and create life you truly desire. And by being just the best version of you. And I see some of you are logging in. Thank you so much for joining me. It's Wednesday. I do this weekly. Just sometimes we miss the episodes when we have some huge events planned, like we just had last week, the project meetup when all the project graduates and their wives met for the first time, because the guys been meeting those who graduated the projects. Of course, if you don't know about the project, make sure that you're checking the Instagram page, the MDK project only for men, and Steve Eckert, my husband, is the instructor. Or you can also send me just direct message. I will be all happy for to give you some examples and information. So guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for giving your time to me and really willing to learn something. So yes, please write it down where you're coming from. I would love to know what state and what country. Nowadays with social media, we have friends all around the globe, right? So thank you again for being here and for giving me your time. So write it down. What has been the biggest success in your life? Because this is good. We need to celebrate the victories. I go through work with my clients constantly because some people consider this life coach. I consider myself mind, body, and business coach. So it's a little bit different because we are very strong. I'm very strong in those areas of my life, and that's what I do coaching with, right, with my clients. So write it down. What has been your biggest victories? Because a lot of people do not celebrate their victories, and they only look into the negativity of their day. And this is so important. You can go with the course of a week, of a month, of a year, whatever you like, but write it down. Don't be afraid to share because this is all good. And what has been your biggest struggle? Because we all have some struggles, guys. There is always something going on. And a lot of us forget, especially now with the social media era, when you scroll down through Facebook, Instagram, and you only see the positivity. But behind every story, there is also a struggle story. So don't be fooled by everything looking great. Everybody has something, right? It might not be identical what you're going through, but there is always something. But the way how we look and how we approach life, it's totally up to us. And I believe that even in the worst situation, there always can be something good. We can always find something good. So last week we were talking about self motivation, and well, not last week, that was 2 weeks ago, because remember last week we missed because of the project meetup. But this week I want to talk to you about the limits that we create in our lives, that you are your own limit. We say, okay, sky is the limit, but what's happening in our lives that a lot of times you start something new or you approach something new, And immediately you will say, oh, I can't do it. Oh, this is too hard. Oh, I won't be able to do it immediately. And by the way, Facebook, I don't know what it is, but I can't even see your comments. It looks like a huge screen with my face on it. So I literally have to step away so you can see my face. Otherwise, I just see myself like this. So this is either something new or some kind of a glitch. But you guys can join me here on the YouTube channel at Eva Eckert. You will find me very easily. So please join me, or our Instagram page, eva.eckert1, and join the discussion. I would love to hear from you. So yeah, what has been recently, what happened recently in your life that you like put a limit on yourself, that you said, you know what, this is too difficult, I am not able to do it, I will not figure it out? What is it? Is it the fear? Is it the unknown? Is it not being resourceful enough? What is it? I mean, we all have this. And I just recently even said something. We were having a discussion, and I just kind of came with that wrong approach, and I'm like, wait a second, what am I doing? This is all going to work out. So we all have that, but we either have to catch ourselves on it, or someone else, or through repeated positivity, reinforcements of certain things, that you react to certain things, you're gonna be like, it's okay, I will try, right? I will do my best. I will do my best. I will not cut myself short. So I want to always give you in these episodes certain things that happen in my life, or how our freak family saw this, or something came in our life, or what happened, because we have created, obviously, for those of you who know, we've had a very successful peak physique training, 2 locations in New York, and we've been coaching people for many, many years, and then we transform and pivot the business into online business. But I just want to go back to this for a second. When we created Peak Physique, we didn't have much. We didn't have absolutely anything. Yet we took bold moves, those big, awesome moves, and we decided, you know what, we got to do this. And at stakes were clients that were obviously personal training clients, and clients that were living just so far away from the actually physical locations. Yet we took the bold moves and steps to do that when we open up the gym, and we put everything at just literally, we put everything what we have into opening the business, because our belief and to figure things out was on a plate. And the fact that we were like, okay, we're gonna become resourceful, we're gonna do what we can. And trust me, we came across many, many struggles. I could spend literally months of talking about it, and then success stories as well. But we a lot of people put the limit on themselves because they don't have enough of a vision, or but they think too small, right? So today I want you to take the bold move and think a little bit outside the box, especially on something that maybe you completely shut it down, or you said, you know what, I won't be able to do this, I can't do this. So when we transform and pivot the business into online training, I have to tell you, the we had to spend time on not only designate the time to do a full hour of workouts. You probably seen us here. Then I had to go and learn the system, how I had to do this online application to be able to transfer these workouts. We had to record hours and hours of clips of the exercises. The time and the effort to create the platform was beyond. And for those of you who are not, who knows what I'm talking about, hi Kristen, hello. For those of you who know what I'm talking about, like Coach Kristen will know, because she's operating on the same platform. It's time consuming. It's going extra mile. It's pushing so hard beyond really levels that you've never knew existed, and that's what really is going and stepping above what you think is the limit, because You create your own limit. And the moment that you're going to say, okay, I cannot do it, you will never approach this. But if you come with an approach, you know what? I will honor the struggle. It will be difficult. Maybe it will be easy, but I will take my time and I will just do what I need to do and go step by step and learn the tools and learn the things. And if we would just approach everything like this, that would be such a help in really living our lives, but we don't do it. And if you stay a little bit longer on my video today, I'm going to give you some tools how you can apply and change, the mind, because that's where everything starts, guys. No matter what we do in life, it always starts with our minds. So the mindset is the first thing. You will never be able to achieve anything without that good and positive mindset and taking these giant and bold moves, sometimes committing to something that was bigger than you, committing to a vision, committing to something that you didn't know how you're gonna do this, but because that was some kind of a force in you that pushed you to create something like this. So the fact that I'm talking about this online community and online platform is just to show you that I've never created anything like this. That was something so new to me. And I was on my own to do that. Okay. Because we have divided, I would say, responsibilities here. Steve was working on something else, and I had to put myself into doing it, and I have to figure it out. So it took me months to do it. But a lot of people will be see this and they will be like, hell no, I'm not going to do this takes so much time, this takes so much effort. Other example is like when I've spoken and I said this on my videos before, when I was actually talking about my life and coming to America. When I had that vision in me to just come, I didn't think from the very beginning that I'm going to stay. The vision wasn't there. It was just something different. I wanted to come, make money, come to America. But how I actually came here was a just separate story from everything, because everybody think, oh, okay, this was just she came and that's it. No, there is a story behind it, that I wanted to come, and nothing what I was doing to come was actually coming to a surface. I was going with obstacle after obstacle. When I was meeting people, I couldn't make it through, to the almost to the point I remember exactly when back in the day, I mean, we talking me and my friend who wanted to come, and the family that's supposed to invite us said to us no. And then I was trying to apply as a babysitter through the agency so I could come. I mean, we're talking about 27 years ago. And I had to create an album with pictures, with storytelling, that I was babysitting other kids, so they would see that I had some kind of involvement in babysitting kids, and have the families that could back me up with my stories. I had to create the whole folder. I remember like today, I spent hours and hours of doing it. Had to go to Warsaw. I wasn't living in Warsaw at that time. Going to Warsaw, submitting the stuff, talking to them, spending hours and hours of preparation, hours and hours of calling, scheduling, money being invested in trips. And this company said to me no. Now, that was already second no. How many no's do you accept? Like, how many no's? If somebody tells you no, how many times do you accept? Are you being like totally limited and say, if somebody tells you no, you just given up and that's it? Well, I'll tell you, that's not good. You got to change this today, because if you have a strong vision, if you have a strong mindset, if you want to succeed, no matter what you're going to do, either it's your business or your life, weight loss, whatever you're trying to do, you got to have a strong skin and thick skin. And if somebody tells you no, you're going to go and do it anyway. You got to do it again. You got to do it. And that's what I did. So they told me no, but you know what? This no bounced off of me like a ping pong. Did it hurt? Yes, more like, you know what it was, more like an ego that I spent all my time, this was all me, why not me? And then I was like, wait a second, okay, they didn't accept me. What else can I do? But I didn't give up. I didn't, because the vision was stronger and I felt that there is something else there and I just need to dig a little bit deeper. Now, do we do that? Do we go extra mile? Do we dig a little bit more? Do we become resourceful? Or we just take that no and wash our hands and say, well, this person said no, I am not going to continue. I mean, guys, think about it. Think about the Edison. Think about even one of my coaches, Brandon Burchard, when he was trying to write one of his books. I mean, he was told no so many times, and he did it anyway. He did it and keep on pursuing his dreams because it was his dream. So are you really connecting to your dreams? When I coach my clients, and depends, some people coach mind body business, some people just coach the body aspect. It depends, but it's always involved really these three components. But when a person wants to lose weight and they say they wants to lose weight and they give up after 2 or 3 weeks, that means that the vision wasn't strong enough, that you didn't want to lose that weight strong enough for you to change your life. And you got to ask yourself those hard questions, and people just avoid hard. They really scared of asking hard questions or being put in a spot. And we all have to, and I've done it myself, and we all have to do it to become better. So anyway, going back to the story, I was told no, and I dig deeper, and I found and I became resourceful. And people that were showing in my life, I continue making commitments, connections, and eventually it happened. But it took so many no's, guys. It didn't end on a second one. So you gotta keep on digging. Whatever you're doing, don't give up today, because maybe I'm sure that so many of you maybe gotta know, or maybe put something away, or maybe said, you know what, I'm not ready. You are ready. You just need to dig a little bit deeper. Now, a few weeks ago, we went to Costa Rica, and I want to bring this up because now there's so many live. I have to tell you, I have to check the time. So many live lessons when you just look into this. So many, and somebody asked me uh, recently, where do I get the topics from it? And I tell you how I do this. When something comes in my life, it hits me immediately. It's just like, wow, this is a great topic for my video. I have files on my phone. When I open them and I type in a message, I type a little bit info so I wouldn't forget, because sometimes I've learned this from myself. Sometimes I would put a line and I would be like, I would go back and I'm like, what the hell I was thinking about? What is this? What is this thing? What is this thing that I thought? So nowadays, I make little notes so I know what to connect with. Each brain is different. I don't know, unless you find yourself similar to me, but mine works like this, and at least I'm aware of it, so I know how to battle it because I was like, what is this on earth? So that's what I do. I make these notes, and then when I'm ready, when I'm connected, when I feel good about this, I put them and I do it and I share with you. So we went to Costa Rica. It's been a few weeks ago. Fantastic trip. If you've never been, I strongly recommend you to go. Awesome trip. So anyway, I always bring my Herbalife shakes with me. I've been an Herbalife coach for many years. I've been helping people around the globe. I've been helping people not only use the shakes, but becoming wellness coaches around the globe. So if you are interested, send me a message, because MLM is an amazing company to work with, especially this one if you have an interest of health. But that's just on a side note if you are interested. So I bring my shakes everywhere. I absolutely love them. I live with them. My kids drink them. Tyson drinks them every single day. Ivanka is on and off. But Tyson is just like on a ball, on a roll every single day at nighttime. This boy is like, are they going to be any shakes? Well, Steve screams, he has his, Tyson has his favorite is banana caramel. I bring these shakes with me. I bring our supplements. If you've seen our videos, I put it together what we bring in this damn bag. There's Quest chips, there's protein bars, there's shakes, this is a half a pantry, and that's how we travel. Why? Because we prepared for freaks, and I want to be prepared because I don't want to have a situation that somebody tells me there is no food, or there is no bars. I take control and charge of my own life, and this is how we living. And I want to implement this in you because your life becomes awesome. It's much better this way. I'm telling you, when you are prepared, and then you have a charge. You like eat what you want and how you want. And if something is not good, you're not gonna accept it just because it's there. So I've tried. You know how it is at these resorts. There is a lot of food, so I walk around and I'm like, greasy, not good. I can try it a little bit. I'm not picky, but I just know my system. I know how it reacts. I love sweets. I love sweets. I could live off of sugar. I think sweet girls love sugar. Is that right or no? I don't know. Nobody's laughing. Well, I love sweets, so that's why I have to supplement with protein bars and protein shakes. And I just know myself at this point, so I travel with the stuff. So we tried things, but then I was like, after second day, I'm like, this is not really suiting my system. I am going to bring my shakes how I supposed to, how I was planning, and then once a day I'm just gonna continue eating the dinner how this is really on a plan. But then we had snorkeling, scuba diving, all these other things, and I'm like, okay, so now I have to start bringing these shakes wherever I go. And then I'm thinking, okay, I went to the buffet, and they told me, no, we cannot make you a shake because this is after breakfast time. So we need to do this. You need to do this later. You need to go to the bar outside. And I'm thinking about, okay, how I can bring a powder to a bar when people drink shakes. That was when people drink alcohol. That was my first thing. By the way, drink a lot of water because that's weight loss. So look, my thought, no one else's. He suggested me to go to the bar to make the shake, and my thought was like, how can I go? And then I thought, you know what? Why wouldn't I? This is what I love, and I need to do it. So I'm just gonna go ask them and say that this is just a protein powder and this is what I need to do. And I remember sitting them for the first time, having that little funnel in front of me with the protein powder, people coming and going drunk, ordering the regular alcohol, and I'm sitting with the Herbalife funnel to asking for a protein shake at the resort when people just go and party. Well, I don't really drink much alcohol, if anything, maybe one glass of wine here and there, but that's just not my idea of party. I can dance without it. So, but the priority was to have a clean shake and good shake. So I asked them, they asked me a couple of questions. They poured some water, some ice. Of course, I gave them some couple of dollars because you need to be grateful. Don't be freaking what do you call it? Whatever you want to call it. So I gave them a couple dollars and they make me a shake. And that's how I started. And then they got used to me, and they knew it was what I even needed. And that was really cool. So I just want to show you with this example, that simple thing like this. Some other person would say, this is crazy. And someone else asked me, are you nuts to bringing this to the bar? And I say, yes, because this is what I need, and I need to cultivate my values, and that's what I stand for. And that has to be you too, guys, because a lot of people just don't forget about this. And I think if you live like this, you bring the aura and the energy and everything that you stand for to the group and whatever you are. So be yourself, share yourself. That was my important things, and I'm happy that I did that, because those little victories, because when you accomplish something like this, you make yourself feel better. It's like a small victory that prepare you for a better tomorrow, and that's what we all need to think and acknowledge this. And then also at Costa Rica, one of these days, I remember we were sitting at the beach, and a really beautiful beach with black sand because it's a volcanic island. And I see, these natives selling these dresses under these beautiful big trees, hanging dresses with their hangers, and just hustling, walking around, asking questions. Would you like to buy? Would you like to try? And some lady came up to me and gives me a flyer. And she speaks Spanish, and I don't understand really what she says, but she pushed this flyer, and I see a massage. And I see her walking. And a few days later, I saw her walking all the time, giving the flyers, being active. So I thought, you know what? I am going to book with her because I really liked her. So there was an email on the information because I remember calling, but nobody answered. So I emailed her, and the email came in with, yes, we can schedule you, those are the opening hours. So I communicate with her, I scheduled the time with her, and here we go. Steve wants first to do the massage, and then he texts me, hey, listen, you're gonna go here and here, you're gonna meet this lady, this is freaking funny. It's like a town of these huts, these really made out of wood, um, poles that have these blanket over them. Just go there and you're gonna find it. And I was walking through the parking lot, and I went into like a section of a forest, and here they were, all these white sheets floating in the air. I felt like in a different country. Literally, there was, I don't know how many, 30, 40 of them. And I saw her sitting right there in her little place, and she was just finishing a client, and then she did the massage for me, and then she had another client, and then I thought, and we had a good conversation when she was doing a massage, and I said, you're really out there doing so much. She said, you gotta do it, you gotta push hard, you gotta go next, you gotta push hard, you gotta be the hustler, you gotta, I involved my daughter, and she was telling me about her daughter, and she asked her daughter to learn the language so she could translate. I mean, all these things that this lady was doing just to get a client. And we forget how much work it is to put into something, to create something. Like, think about it. There is so much energy that we have to generate in order for us to move forward. And no wonder that this lady had so many clients, because she was going these on these trips through this beach, giving these flyers out, contacting people, being nice. She was very friendly. Her massage was great, and I honestly, it was just a wonderful to meet her because her energy was awesome. So think about what you're doing today in life. Maybe your energy is not good enough. Maybe you're not getting enough clients because your energy sucks. Maybe you don't interacting with people enough. Maybe you're not pushing enough, or maybe you're not delivering enough of the value. So just ask yourself these questions, and I'm gonna go over them in a second. So maybe grab a pen and a paper, because this can be breakthrough for you, something that will lead you to something better. And I tell you guys, I mean, we've developed businesses, we've developed courses, we've done so much in our life, and we had successful 7-figure businesses, but it's all from hard work. It never happened from expecting something for nothing. And this is number one. Think about how much work you need to put to get the results you want. Number one, do not expect something for nothing. It will not come to you. And it didn't come from me. You know who said this? Napoleon Hill said this in his book. And yes, you need to do personal development if you want to change your life. And you need to apply these things, and you need to constantly submerge yourself with this to become better. And so many people still do not understand coaching. It's crazy. But this is a new era that's what's going to blow up and become something that everybody will need a coach, because the mindset of people is very broken, and we all need to have someone that will push you to the next level and clear up the path for you. Remember this. I've seen this over and over. People expecting things, expectation from zero input. I've seen this over and over again over the course of running the business, being there for many, many years, and running even the MLM. Running MLM too. People want to start a business without putting effort. They think that just money will be coming down from the sky. It doesn't work like this. Number two, ask yourself a question. Am I doing enough? Am I doing enough? Three, can I serve better? Yes. If I can serve better, how? Write it down. Guys, writing it down, answering those questions, it just creates a really flawless responses. Like, what can be done? Your brain will be creating. What, number four, what else can I do? And I see you guys joining, bunch of people here, but I still don't see your responses. I still would love to hear from you. You know, who I can ask for help. Even Steve yesterday in his video was talking about asking for help, that men suffer in silence. I think women suffer in silence too. We all suffer in silence at some point, because we don't want to ask someone for help because it's our ego. We feel weird about asking for help. But there's nothing wrong with asking for help, because think about it. If somebody has done it and they have a path to do it for you, and if they could share it with you, what an amazing trip for you would that be? Right? Exactly. So why wouldn't you ask for help? Ask for help. Don't feel strange about it. Number six, what ways can I improve? When we were running the businesses and other things, it's all about improving yourself. You cannot jump over like a hurdle without self-improvement. You need to become better. When we started the business years ago, I mean, I'm talking about over 25 years ago, when I first became a coach. Well, coach, I was training group sessions in Poland. Then I came here. I had to study more of my language. I spent hours and hours when I was working on self-development, studying the language, opening up dictionary, learning, just intense study on my own so I could become better. And that's what led me to become better. But with coaching itself, hundreds of repetitions and doing this stuff over and over again, leading classes, speaking, talking, training, you know, discovering on my own when I was eating what works, what doesn't, what can I improve with my clients. That's what the self-development, self-improvement, going to the next step is. Okay. You can't jump that. It's hard to jump over the hurdle. You need to put the time, you need to have these reps, and you need to, you just need to put that work. You need to. You can have a tool, you can have the steps to do it, but you still need to put that work. Who I need to connect with. Connecting is really good, because sometimes that leads to, asking for help, but connection, that somebody can give you a tip, somebody who has done it, that's very, very important. And make the list of things that you do, and ask yourself, am I consistent enough? Because even with weight loss, I will give you an idea, example of a weight loss. When we do weight loss journeys, we ask our clients, when they log into our program, online program, to connect to a FitnessPal. FitnessPal is a well-known application. When you connect to FitnessPal, I see how many calories you consumed. I see this on the graph. And when a person needs to lose weight, when they do this, they become a master of it, because they see repetition. Did they do good? Did they not do good? That's what it is. You're training your brain to do it, and you can see the results for putting everything in, and you see consistency. And that's how a recent client lost 21 pounds in a month. She was overweight. She was 200 pounds, but she lost 21 pounds in a recent month. Why? Because she connected also the FitnessPal. She was doing my workouts, what I told her. She just repeated to the Z. And this is an example. Because how can you measure something? How can you see the results when it's not measured? How you gonna, how you, if I'm gonna ask you what you ate 3 days ago, you're not gonna remember. You cannot tell me exactly what you have. You can't, unless you're continuously eating the same things over and over. I am able to tell you what I've had because I do the same thing. The only difference is in the dinner, when sometimes eat fish, chicken, maybe shrimp, here and there, very rarely ground turkey. My system works better with seafood, and that's it. And vegetables are the same. Certain vegetables will never happen on my plate. Why would I sacrifice my the way how I feel, the way how I look? I don't want that. So measuring is the key. Measuring is the key, and being consistent. And as famous author Nathaniel Brandon said, the reputation, listen to this, the reputation you have with yourself, your self-esteem, can be pushed by pushing a little more, going extra mile. By doing so, you will feel better. Simple, so simple. It's all about pushing a little harder, like with the workouts. You do a workout, you go a little bit harder. Come on, an extra rep. That's what the coach will tell you. Come on, an extra rep. Give me something more. But here, it's the same. So if you are in a field of workouts or fitness, you understand what I'm saying. But if you don't, it's okay. That's why starting with your fitness and health as a foundation, it's crucial. Because how can you lead others? You have to start with yourself. And a lot of us are parents, and we want to lead from the front. We want to give them good example. So you have to start with yourself. And fitness is awesome because then you understand a lot what means struggle. Physical struggle of working out and pushing harder, being sore and dealing with it into your daily life. I'm telling you guys, change your life today. Also, hire a coach. You need some help with anything, send me a message, send me a DM. I'm going to be posting that video. This video is available on YouTube at Eva Eckert, and on Instagram, Eva.Eckert1. And look, it's not about being perfect. It's not. It's about showing up consistently with repetitions with you and not limiting yourself. We cannot limit ourselves. That's the growth happens when you open your mind. That's the growth happens. But think about it. If you put a cap on yourself, that's like putting a cap. You can't grow. So wishing you all the growth, all the best lessons, and really feeling inspired by the video so you can make a change in your life. And of course, if you need anything, I'm going to post my link to a 15 to 20 minutes scheduling consultation with me. And but you need to put your email. Don't be afraid. Just put your email and we can talk. It's all about starting conversation. All right, guys, I gotta go and pick up my kids. I will talk to you later. Have a no excuses day. And thank you so much for participating in the No Excuses Ladies Show.